Alright, so we about to go and scape my neighbor's tank. Alright, so most of you remember this pond, right? And at the beginning of me scaping this pond, I said I wanted to soak wood, right? So I soaked 2 big pieces of wood in here. So those 2 pieces of wood are the ones that I am going to be using as the main pieces in the tank. So right now what I did is I soaked them outside in salt, just to like remove any bacteria and stuff, because I don't want to transfer any diseases and stuff into there, though I doubt I have any, because these guppies have been thriving and doing well. So yeah, I think we're all good. And on top of that, I am going to be taking, I don't know, it's called, I think it's valve. I'm going to be taking some valve from here and I'm going to be using them in their tank. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so the wood pieces that I'm soaking are right here. Here's the first one and here is the second one. I was kind of scared to actually use the pieces because, you know, of this part, but Derek, who has been in this hobby for like quite some time, has actually said it's actually okay to use the wood pieces. So that's exactly what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using those 2 pieces right in there. And so right now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the tank and just show you guys exactly what we're going for and see what we need to bring the other side. So let's get going. My neighbor, just stay right over there, right? See that upstairs building? That's their place. And our place is right here. So it's just a quick little trip. Alright, so this right here is the tank we're gonna be scaping. Right now we have mollies, and these are platies, right?
Yeah.
We have platies in here. So I'm thinking the 2 pieces come in the center here and the valve be at the back of it. Right? How many liters is it?
52, just take a look at it.
I can't see anything.
I think it's 50 liter.
50?
Yeah.
So probably a 50-liter tank. So right now we're just gonna check what else we need to do and what else we need to bring. Is there a light that works?
Yeah.
There is. So we're gonna see what we need to bring from my place, and then we can get started on everything. So yeah. Alright, so we're taking out the water. Alright, there we go. You see the water, you put like a chemical in just to treat the fish, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so this scape is gonna be kind of different. I've never done something like this before. So he doesn't want to like take out all the water. He just wants to be like a little bit left. So we're gonna see how exactly we can try and do this. So yeah, so we're still emptying a bit of water. There's gonna be like a bit left. I'll just show you in a minute, like once we're at that point where we want the water to be. So it's a new challenge for me, and quite exciting because I was hoping to like take out everything. and basically just like start from scratch. And like since he doesn't like sand, apparently it's hard to clean, so we're going to be using these rocks. So I'm not entirely sure how the plants will grow with this, so we'll see. It's quite a new thing as well for me, so yeah. Alright, so that's the level that we have gotten it to, that level right there, so that's what I'm going to be dealing with. Alright, so yeah, I think we're going to get those stuff out. I'm going to get the bucket with the rock, with the wood that we'll be using, and then yeah, and see how it goes. I think we can get like a light on top here that I can use just to see how everything would look like. So yeah. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna just trim some plants that we're gonna put in there. The new ones, I don't think I'm gonna put in the new ones now. Maybe once they are a lot, they just grew. I'll just take the valve. Just for now, we'll just deal with the valve because he has only pebble substrate, just like tiny little rocks as his substrate. So I think it will look nice, like once it has light. But I have never. Honestly, this is gonna be an interesting scape. I really just can't wait to see how everything turns out. So I think he's also kind of skeptical about, like, you know, taking up all the water and like, because he said apparently he just did like he just did a water change recently, and like, so he was scared about that. I was like suggesting, like, you know, we can actually still use the same water. It's still okay, but I feel like it's still kind of like, you know, not completely trusting, you know. But I understand, because this, you don't want to give someone like this and then say, okay, help escape it for me, and then they just, after a few days your fish is dead and all that stuff. So we're gonna work with what we have and see how it goes. And I don't know, maybe this video might not even happen in the end, I don't know, but I just want to build something that will impress the entire family, that they'll have an entire scape that is just sitting there that's absolutely amazing and all that. So I'm also going to take this light as well, just to use it for scaping, because it's not that bright right now. It's not that bright right now, so it's kind of hard to get a clear image of what's what. So yeah, so I'm going to take some plants, put them in a bucket or bowl or whatever container, and put some water in it, and then after that go clean the rocks a bit. And after I clean I mean not the rocks, I mean the wood pieces, clean the wood pieces as well, and also just yeah, and also just pick some rocks that I think will be that we can use. So yeah, this whole video has been quite interesting. It's just like I went to my neighbor, like I went to him during December because I was like running out of video ideas of like what to do. I was like, you know what, they have a fish tank, let me go approach them and see if they'll be willing for me to actually escape their tank for them. So I called them in, showed them what I have, and then he was like, yeah, it's quite interesting. Right now what I want to do is I want to get rid of my big fish, because he had a big fish in there that was like eating the fry and stuff, and he wants to like populate his tank with like more mollies. So that's what he did. He got rid of it, and right now he's waiting for also a shipment of fish he traded the fish in for like small fish. So yeah, this is gonna be quite interesting. And if you're interested in joining our WhatsApp group, yeah, I'll leave my email address and phone number, my business phone number, so that you can just reach out if you want to join my group, because that's where I'm going to be doing most of the updates on these projects that I work on that group. Maybe one day I might do like a video where I go over, see how the tank is doing like over time and all that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Though I've heard that apparently a substrate with just rocks doesn't actually do that well, so I'm actually excited to see how everything goes. So right here I have a container with water. I'm just gonna trim the plants that I want to have go, and yeah, and let's do that. So we're just gonna freestyle this. You just, you know, go in, right? You just use your nails, just cut it right there, and then just, you know, Slowly, slowly, slowly. That was in. Look at those roots. Nice. Look at that. Nice. So we have one, and then just pull it out, clean it right there. Right. I mean, look at those root systems. Can you see that? Look at that. Amazing stuff. You have to like pull them from. Just look at that. Look at that. This is interesting stuff, honestly. Look at that. This one's roots are like so super long. Just look at that. Oh, get that other stuff out. So I also don't want to overwhelm them with like a bunch of plants, and I also want to leave myself some valve. That's how my tank is looking. It needs a maintenance after that. Alright, so we got brushes and the wood pieces here. So I'm going to have to like pick rocks that I can actually use, that can actually like sit on these pieces, right? So that they don't float as they're in the tank, right? So yeah. So the first one is done. So I'm just gonna put it right there. Right there. That's a bit bright. So that's the first one, cleaned it. Now I'm on to the next one. Just like that, I'm done with this one. So here are the two. They are the two pieces that I will be using right there. So yeah, as you can see, I mean, the shapes are absolutely amazing, and if they don't like them, honestly, I don't mind taking them back, because this piece is amazing and it's hard to find dope pieces like this. And now that I have 3 cracked tanks that just need to be worked on, you need more pieces of wood in your tank. So if they don't like them, I'm kind of glad to like get them back. But I'm hoping that they like them. So I'm just leaving everything in God's hands and just do the best that I possibly can to impress the whole family, and hope they enjoy this Scape as much as I will enjoy making it. So yeah, so it's kind of like a river style. They'll have Val at the background and the wood pieces at the front, and yeah. So now I'm gonna show you guys how exactly I plan to have this in the tank, and then we will look for the wood pieces that will be perfect to hold this, because this wood floats and I don't have glue. So yeah. Alright, so I'm leaning towards like connecting them, having them like something like this, you know, having them like something like this, and then like a piece of rock right here, just to hold them together, like something like this one. I like this one because it kind of has like, you know, that, okay, I don't know, it like has a hollow kind of thing to it. So if we can have like this one right there, right, something like that, right, and then in the background, I don't know, I'm not sure if to move. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those pieces, put them in there with where there's water, and see if they'll float. it doesn't seem to be floating, so which is a good sign. So there's that. Yeah, so I'm hoping everything will go well. So yeah, but if it doesn't, we'll just take another heavier rock just in case, something more nicer, I guess. We just look for something nicer, which we just look for something much more nicer, which I'll look for, and then I'll show you guys once we're at their place. So I'll put everything in the dish, take that water out, and have the wood pieces in there and the rocks in there. And yeah, you know, I'm quite excited. So yeah, I'm really excited. So I've come up with some sort of design right there. So when I go there, I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, we have that, and I'm gonna put the rocks in there, my plants, the light I think, and yeah, we're gonna just go there and do what we gotta do. Alright, so that's everything that I'll be using. So we got lights, we got the rocks, we got the plants in this whole dish. So let's get going. I mean, the great thing is that the place is not that far, it's just literally just right next door. So let's get cracking. Before we head back over there, I'm really gonna give them energy drinks as a gift as well. So yeah, we're gonna go there and continue doing what we're doing. Alright, so we're finally here, and now it's time to get to work. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and figure out how to, okay, we actually have an idea of how to set up the light. So we're gonna, I brought this right here. Lift that, there we go. So I brought this, and I was hoping that I leave this like somewhere here like that, then the light is, I don't know, somewhere here, then the light is like just lighting the entire thing so that I can get like a nice view. So here the fish is right there. So we're gonna do this while these guys are in here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna remove every single thing that's in here, remove that apart from the sand. We're gonna remove the rocks, the pebbles, and the art stuff. Connecting the light. So right, connecting the light right here, hoping that'll fall. Okay, right there. It's gonna be much better if there's like light in the top, but I think that will do. So that's the entire setup right there. So we got that light. So I took the light from our fish tank. So it's lighting that up. Now all that's left to do is just remove all that stuff in there, get it out of the way. So far, that's what it's looking like. It's kind of hard to see when you have like escaping with water and like that, but we're gonna deal with what we have. So I'm already putting in the rock. I set it off by just leveling the sand, and then I'm putting in the rocks. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the rocks that I said I was gonna put. Yeah, so this one I think I'll turn it to this side, then have that other side facing. Then this side should basically be this side, and it's facing this side. So I'm just gonna swap that and have this one at an angle. It's kind of like reason because like everybody's gonna be watching from looking at the tank from like this side. So if we can have that part like high like that, amazing stuff. So I'm gonna try and fix that. So this is what it looks like so far. We got like, we used the rocks that they had, which were in here, which were which were in here, right? So right now we just have shells and stuff. We're gonna see how we can use the shells as well. We're trying to reuse everything that they had that was in here. So we have the rocks there, and then we have that, and then spaces for like where the fishes can go. Because what I noticed with my mollies is like they love hiding, but you know. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put everything in. I'm not even showing you guys. We're gonna put everything in, like from the artificial stuff in, and then once that is in, then we can start putting in, filling it up with water. Yeah. What do you guys use for filling it up with water? What? You just
slowly.
Like how you lift the bucket over.
Sometimes we use this other shit. We use the pump that you had now. Don't really use charts for that, Shani.
Oh, it's fine. I also use that stuff. So I think this one, where would this one fit? I think it stands out now. So I think maybe like
wrap it around the log.
Huh?
Wrap it around the log.
I think when that one comes in, it's gonna float most. It's gonna stand.
Yeah.
Right. So when that one goes in, we push it a bit to like the corner there, and then the Shani will be blowing water so it look like it's actually like a river. So yeah. So I think we have that one go in here, just like that, and then this one I'm thinking in the front. Honestly, the shells, I'm not really a big fan of them. Like honestly, the shells, I'm not really a big fan of them, to be honest, because this is like it's more of a saltwater tank. But even the saltwater tanks that I've seen that have been properly scaped, I haven't seen shells like go in and stuff. Like whose idea was it to like put in the shells?
The shells we got. My sister was collecting shells, man, and then like we cleaned the tank and I got marbles, and my sister just started adding stuff into it. Like,
into the thing. You're okay if I like take them out, like I don't put them in?
Yeah, for now it's fine.
For now it's fine. Okay, I'll just leave the marbles and the shells in here. And then you can add them if you like want to, like later on. So where's that thing? So, alright, so right now we're going to start filling it up with water. And yeah, so this was actually done pretty fast. It's not like how I do it, where everything, like you remove everything, clean the glass, then you like work on the substrate, where you have to like put create your own aqua soil, basically, where you mix garden soil and a bit of pebble rocks in there, small rocks, and then you keep it off with sand. So it's not like how I do mine. So I'm also hoping that those plants will be able to also grow in this tank with this kind of substrate, because with this kind of substrate I've heard that it's apparently hard for plants to grow with that, especially since they don't have nutrients in. But I think with the fish poop it will also like kind of, you know, help the plants grow, because it'll be sucking the poop down to the roots. And then yeah, so now we're gonna fill it up, which is a whole long process, but we're gonna try and do it as fast as possible. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna scrape it off with this. All these minerals or whatever this white stuff is. I have to learn the name of this stuff because you literally deal with this stuff on a weekly basis. So I'm just gonna scrape that off, have the glass crystal clear, and then yeah. So we're gonna start putting in these. So we're gonna put them at the background right there, so that they give like a river effect. Like once the filter is like blowing the water out back into the tank, it's just gonna give that effect. So we scraped the glass, we did all that. Now it's just a matter of putting this in. So yeah, we're gonna try and like spread them out, and then once they grow, they'll like multiply and like all that stuff. So let's do that. So just taking off the dead parts, the unnecessary parts off the tank, and then putting the parts that are dope in. Sabine was saying apparently like we should just cut off the roots, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know about that, so I gave a scissors. So I think we're just gonna try and just cut off a bit the roots and then just plant. So we have one there. We're just gonna give them a bit of space, or we can just put like most of them this side. I'm not entirely sure. I think this one I planted it wrong. Let me put the filter back like right there. Once the filter sits nicely here, it's gonna blow. So that means this one can come here like that. Your mom comes and finds the whole house is a mess. So we're gonna cut off the roots. Try that. I think I'll just do it. Okay. Just yeah. There we go. So the roots off. Then the next one goes in. I hope they grow, but because these with these there's no nutrients in the sand, and like this one is already floating. But how does it look so far, bro? It looks cool. So then we have this one. This one's a bit bigger. I like it. So we're gonna remove the unnecessary parts. The ones that are like, they look like they're just dying, and yeah. So remove those. Then we're gonna cut the roots. Yep, still recording. You're talking to yourself. Alright, there we go. So we're left with that. I'm gonna put it in. Right, I think, yeah, I'll just put these here for now. Just put this whole, fill this area. just this area. Come on, go deep down there, cover with this, and then you go like that. Alright, so there we go. I really wish we had more, so that we could have covered like the entire back area with like this, but I think for now, just also to test if the plants will grow as well, because if they don't grow, that means they will just have to take them out. Alright, so cut off the roots. Right, there we go. So, all right, so snip these ones off, and this one I think, yep, and this come off. All right, so, all right, this is what it looks like. What do you guys think? I mean, I think this is actually pretty amazing, pretty dope. I would have loved to clean the backside because of the water droppings that are like at the back, but we managed to like clean the front sides. So that's what it's looking like right now. If we, you know, if we just do that to the light, you can like literally see, like, damn, look at that, look at that. It's pretty fire. I'm proud of the work that was done. So now it's a matter of just connecting the filter and seeing how it goes. And connect the filter. Alright, so we put the lid on, we wiped the glass, and so far this is what it's looking like. Alright, so we got, I would really wish we had more plants, honestly. So we can literally just cover the entire back, but so they literally just cover the entire back, but we use what you have, right? So yeah, that's what it's looking like. You see right there, we used their stones, and then their artificial rocks, I think, right there. And yeah, so now we're just gonna see how it looks like with the light. Alright, so yeah, so that's what it looks like with their light. Right at the center, it's not that bright, but I think it will do. I wish it was brighter because the plants will also love bright light. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's how the light is. Look at that. Yeah, that's how it is. So pretty cool. The flow is it's not that much, pretty normal. They have a Dolphin F200, and they have a heater right at the back right there. And yeah, so that's the entire Scape right there. Amazing, interesting. I love it. Seems like the fish love it. They're very active. Just look at that. So yeah. Alright, so I just finished editing the video. It was an absolute banger. One thing I wanted to mention is that, yeah, I was saying that this is, yeah, it's now a couple of days after recording the video, and but one thing I really wanted to mention was that it's actually not my first time scaping a tank with water in it. I was just thinking while I was editing this that, like, you know, when I first started, like, I didn't have any plans. All I had was like just a hardscape, like the rocks. So I would like do a lot of structures just using rocks. And when I would do like water changes, the rocks sometimes would just fall because I didn't have glue, and I would have to like rescape the tank, like rescape the entire tank, like with the water in it and the fish in it. So I guess maybe that's why it came out absolutely amazing. And yeah, This is a picture of the tank now. The neighbor actually ended up adding like a bubbler bar to like, just make it pop, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, that was an absolute banger. So guys, that's all from Navi Aquatic Scape. Stay creative, stay aquatic, and make sure you watch this video, which is an absolute banger. One of our latest videos. Just check that out. Make sure you watch that one. And if you're not part of the family, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.